Hello there, world-class people, world-class friends, world-class learners. Christian Youngren coming to you today with the top 5 meet and greet questions to ask a guest that'll keep you from being boxed in on a particular car and it'll keep you from offending them on credit. Many a times when we first meet a guest, we don't know if they've got good credit, bad credit, and we've got to resist that urge to ask, hey, how's your credit? If we ask that too early, that's kind of a high trust question at maybe a low trust moment, and most guests don't want to tell you their credit's good or bad that early on into the meeting. Now, if we start asking needs, wants questions, for instance, product related needs, wants questions like 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, or 8, you want the 5.7 or the 5.0, extended cab, crew cab, lighter or darker colors. When we ask those types of questions, we're narrowing down the selection of the vehicle, and we're narrowing it down to 1 or 2 vehicles. And there's a time for that, but early on, we'd like to know in general some things about their lifestyle and just some general questions. So if we did have to switch vehicles because of the credit or because payment tolerances, now we've got a lot better idea of how they got in the market and what are some of the key factors on showing them different vehicles. So here's my top 5 questions that will keep you from boxing yourself in on a product or boxing yourself in or offending on credit. The first question that I'd like to find out is what type of vehicle? Car, van, truck, SUV. Now we found that out. Did they have a particular model they had selected at our store, maybe saw it online, or they drive by and see something that they wanted to talk about or look at, or are they open to options? The second question I want to find out is who's the car for? If I find out it's a car that they're looking for, well, who's it for? Is it for the person that's there? Is it for somebody else? Is it for both? Will other people in the family be driving it? Will other people be driving with them? What's the habits as far as that's concerned? The third question I want to know is how they're going to use it. Business, pleasure. If they're using it for work, are you just driving it back and forth to work, or do you use it in your job? Do you carry things, haul things, tow things? Do you carry people? Uber Eats. How far do you live from where you work? Is it a long commute? Is gas mileage going to be an issue in the next vehicle? Do you commute with other people? Do you carpool? Those would be good questions to find out. The fourth question I want to know is what got you in the market? That gives me an idea kind of the pain point. If somebody's just wrecked a car, we want to go ahead and realize that they've probably got a quicker time constraints on them. They've got to purchase something a little quicker. They've got insurances that have probably let them use rental cars for a certain amount of days, and they'll pay for that. And once a certain amount of time goes by, then they'll have to pay for their own rental car. Now, the other side of the coin is somebody that's come in with a car that's a year or 2 old, and they're just trying to see if they could upgrade to the leather and the sunroof model. The last time they were in, they couldn't quite afford that one, maybe got a raise, so now they're going to troll to see if maybe they could upgrade. Their pain point maybe not as high. They don't have to maybe do anything today. They're just going to get back in their old vehicle with some factory warranty. So it's good to know those. So what got you into the market? Last but not least, out of all the vehicles out there that you could have chosen, what was the thing that attracted you to this one? Now, when we find those 5 things out, we don't really limit ourselves on vehicles, and we don't limit ourselves on credit, and we don't put ourselves in a bad position. And what we really do is let the guests know that we care about them. And after all, Zig Ziglar did once say, if you help enough people get what they want, you'll ultimately end up getting what you want.